Slutty Apple consists of, you can make it depending on how strong you want to make it. And what we do is we just mix up a drink, and then we do little Dixie cup shots so that we're all perfectly fine to drink. This isn't going to affect our blood alcohol level. But that way we get to taste it. It's supposed to be served as a mixed drink. Depending on how strong you want it, 2 to 4 ounces of Crown Royal. Ice cubes fill up the glass, and then 8 ounces of Martinelli's apple juice.
Yummy, my favorite kind of apple juice.
That's how he wrote the actual recipe. And somebody, I don't know if it was somebody on the show or a maggot, said, well, is it going to be juice or cider?
Oh, it was me.
Okay, and we said, well, look, he wrote it with juice. And he even said Martinelli's, so we'll do it the way he wrote it.
That's the only kind of apple juice.
We right away, of course, got all sorts of ass blanks on Facebook.
Oh, no.
Saying things like, Martinelli's, try using legit apple cider.
That is legit.
Bourbon and apple cider is actually quite tasty. Well, wonderful. Submit that as a drink suggestion, dummy. The idea is to do the drink the maggot wants. Or the maggot created this. We can't say, oh, we're going to take your drink and we're going to change it, and then we're going to tell you what we think of it, because what if the maggot says, well, the reason you didn't like it is you use cider. There's a chemical reaction between the apple juice and then...
you know what? Their life was just made better by putting down Martinelli's, okay?
And anyone else. Life on social media is always made better by putting somebody down. All right, everybody grab their drink. Let's try the Slutty Apple and see what we think.
Drink it, take it, shoot it, drink it with the maggots. The winds of fortune sail you, me a ship sail, a gentle sailing, always be another guy who says this drink to me. Drink it, take it, shoot it, drink it with the maggots.
Oh, I know what it is. I couldn't figure out what it tasted like something to me. I saw the horrible look on Dawn's face from smelling it, right? Was that the first thing I saw?
I can smell the whiskey.
She doesn't like the whiskey.
I am the biggest.
I can barely smell the whiskey.
You know what? You guys are like awesome.
We're
you know?
awesome!
I am a.
You meant you wanted to say drunks.
No,
We're whiskey snobs.
I am a pussy when it comes to this. Can I say that?
You can smell
word
the
exactly?
apple juice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
that,
I'm just
yes.
like, God. I am just such a wuss with that. I wish I could enjoy
Well, what about
it.
when you drank it, though? I mean, you can't taste the whiskey, can you?
Yes. Really? So when I first tasted it, I did enjoy it because I can taste the apple juice, and I love apple juice. And then there's I can taste the after effects of the whiskey burning my throat.
Lightweight.
I know. It's awful.
Brandon, what'd you think of this Slutty Apple?
I was actually surprised. I wasn't looking forward to liking this drink, but I actually do. And, you know, the Martinelli's is fine, but I have a soft spot in my heart for Apple Hill apple cider, and because it's nothing but the best apple cider I've ever had. I think if I switched it out with that, then this would be a great weekend drink.
Amanda, Slutty Apple reaction?
So I would drink it over ice because it's just a skosh too sweet for me with apple juice.
We're supposed to serve it over ice, but we have time constraints and all
I didn't know that.
So
Okay.
we just made it and poured it into Dixie cups.
I
So
didn't
he
know.
does want it served as a cocktail.
Okay. And then it kind of reminds me of a Washington apple-ish. It's got that kind of
Without the
that
cranberry
flavor.
juice.
See,
Yeah.
when I took a sip, I was trying to figure out what it tastes like something to me, and my mind immediately went to Napa, and I'm like, what? It doesn't taste like. You know what it tastes like is a really good dessert wine.
Yeah.
Now, not a lot of people get exposed, and I'm not talking about ports. Ports are dark and they're different, but you can take white wine and ferment it longer, and not a lot of people get to enjoy this, and they're very sweet. I mean, this is sweet. It's not very sweet. No. It's not as sweet as, but that's what it tastes like. It's a pretty good dessert wine, and then I don't have the same tolerance or lack of tolerance, I guess, that Dawn does. I don't taste or notice the whiskey.
Yeah, I can't even taste
I
it.
want more.
Me too.
I think I might want to increase the whiskey to make it less sweet for me.
He did
Yeah,
suggest...
that would be good.
He suggested 2 to 4 shots, so I put in 3. So I think that fourth shot is what will make it right.
I agree.
More of my ignorance on this stuff. Well, what the hell's cognac? Is that a whiskey?
No, it's a brandy. It's a totally different type.
Because I'm totally fine with the cognac iced tea. I think they're amazing.
That is, despite the fact that they're completely different. Cognac's made from grapes, whereas whiskey's made from mash and barley and all that other things. But what is odd about that is you like cognac iced teas, which is cognac mixed with something, but a lot of us, if we drink scotch, we finish the evening with cognac, and it's the same burn. Mm-hmm. It's the same smell.
Well,
so
that's alone.
It seems like you should be able to...
Whatever mixer, it's
but
the
you don't even
mixers
like
that-
mixed scotch drinks, like a Seagram's and 7. No. You don't want scotch or whiskey mixed with anything. Jack and Coke, all those
Oh,
things.
don't even know,
Yeah, it's just
Jack.
whiskey.
No, Jack. That's pink puke day.
But you wouldn't do
No
anything
Jack.
with
Okay.
Coke. You wouldn't do like any type of scotch with Coke.
And not with
Pink
Jack,
puke.
but I'm wondering if we could do an experiment with Dawn and make her a drink and tell her that it's cognac and see if she could figure it out that it wasn't.
Instead, have it be whiskey.
Do we tell her it's a cognac iced tea? I actually have made cognac iced teas with scotches and bourbons and whiskeys. I actually have a recipe for a bourbon iced tea. She would notice that difference.
If we were to make a drink with Crown, right? Because Crown's not Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels is swill. So if we
we are anti Jack Daniels around here.
So if we made her a Crown Royal mixed drink and told her it was some sort of cognac, would she know?
This is the thing I'm confused about.
Now that we've told her,
Didn't we have a drink earlier this year that also had whiskey, but it was really good?
Yeah, we did. We mixed whiskey with something. I think it was the amaretto, wasn't it, earlier this year?
Yeah, grenadine or something.
That we all liked.
See, so we dumbed it down for you.
That damn drink from Chicago, whatever the hell can come.
That was awful. That no one liked that except you. That
feet.
You're insane. Yeah, you like feet taste. That was just
burning hair and grapefruit.
It's the Rob, Anybody, and Dawn Show.